Good evening, people. Thanks for joining me. Who have we got on parade? XP, first one on. Fat Fool, Digger's Den, Aaron, South Coast, Pomsey, Detecting the Past, Suffolk Hunter, Mr. Random, worst porno music ever, and Scott, Dirt Diggers UK. Anybody else? Weird British Chick, good evening, Weird British Chick. Detector Jim and Paul, good evening to you. And I think that's it for the roll call. Excuse me, I got a cough, still got it. Apologise in advance. And no, Rob, it's not coronavirus. Tinks1463, good evening to you. Hope we are as well as we can be. We've got troubling times, and I hope that you are keeping your heads down, people, and stay safe. Richard Sherwood Digger, good evening to you. Mad Cow, it could be Mad Cow. I just had to organise some more antibiotics. You can't go into your doctors now, and you can't make an appointment online, so you have to ring them, and they check to see what you got first before you can go to the doctors. And even then they said, that's all right, we'll just write you another prescription, mate. So I've not even got to go in. A cough corona. Quite possibly Pomsey. It's better, but I just needed a few more antibiotics. Mr. Buttons, good evening to you. John Clayton is on. John is in the house. Good evening. XP said something which YouTube doesn't like. Let's hit the show button. Need toilet roll, will pay big money. We've got 15 people on at the moment, which ain't bad for the first 4 minutes. Suffolk Hunter, I've got a mad cow. Steve, happy to give it to you. Okay, I didn't see where the comma was going to go, so yeah, okay, I got that. So how are we? Everybody okay? Nobody's succumbed? Everybody been keeping a safe distance away from everybody else? And hopefully washing your hands and coughing into whatever. Matty's Metal Detecting South Wales, good evening to Matty. Yep, please, if you could hit the old thumb up button, give me a chance to employ the graphic, which doesn't work because I haven't hit the extension. Let's get the macros enabled and I will do it. Relic Hunter UK, good evening to you. XP says he's 2 meters away from the screen. No danger of anything coming through the screen at your XP. Hello Martin, the DVD Detectorist is on board. Country on lockdown soon. Suffolk Sifter daily live stream will be needed. So hopefully I can hit this button now and it'll work. So yep, hit the old thumb up, people. That would be most gracious of you. Just had just seen the news. We haven't heard anything from the schools, but they're going to close them on Friday. So looks like we've got the kids for the rest of the year. An indefinite closure of the schools. So won't that be fun? Al Campello, Detectorist Phil is on board. Hi mate, how you doing? Suffolk Hunter, wife relegated me to the man cave. Well, as long as you've got plenty of beer, mate, I can't see a problem with that. WBC, my university has ceased all face-to-face lessons as of today. You will be closed down soon, mate, I tell you. The old universities will shut. Rob's off, out to drive around playing the purge alarm. Yeah, you'll play the old the old warning for nuclear attack. Future Bleeps, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Val, hi Val, how are you doing, Val? What was it like today, temperature wise? Something I just need some bog roll. That's what the Sun newspaper's for. Mr. Button says, I live in the middle of nowhere, I'll be alright for a while. But when all the organised chaos begins and all the zombie people come along to nick your food, you're going to have to need something to defend yourself with. Rob says, I have tools that need using, Martin. Fair enough. We won't go there, will we, Rob? Future Bleeps, good evening all. Hope you're all being lucky in fines and health. Well, I haven't been out because I'm trying to be sensible and not go out with a hacking cough, because when a cold hits me, that's it, I'm off. And as health-wise, I'm just getting over this chest infection, but I've just had to get another load of antibiotics. Suffolk says he's a Times man himself. The son died when Sam Fox retired. Yeah. Mr. Button, that's what the shotguns are for. I do have a rifle, but unfortunately it's only a 2.2, so I mean I could probably manage. I've got a great knife though, so I'll keep that by your bed. Scott has said something. I better show that. I just sprayed your face with antibacterial. You might be a minger. Could be a minger. Rob says, better show that as well. Whoop, get your sexy behind round here, Val. I need a nurse. Val. Oh, negative. Whoa, negative for Val. Negative. Yeah, we'll give old Val a party popper. This is for not having it. This is a party popper for not having it. Had the test, come back negative. Fingers in your ears, fire in a hole. We have a malfunction. My little bit come off. Never mind. We'll go for another one. Fingers in your ears, fire in a hole. Oh, yes, that was loud. That was. I think I've lost a hearing in one ear. Nick's on board. Hot and sunny in Spain, but he's not allowed out. A bit like Phil. I think Phil's on day 5 of lockdown. Yes, a friend of mine's got to self-isolate. And I thought, well, what's better than going out in the middle of a field with a metal detector? But apparently he's not allowed to leave the house. So how do you get around that one, people? XP Steve equals source. I don't think my cough has spread around the world that much, XP, but thanks anyway for that. Oh, my ear's ringing. El Campello, day 5 on Spain's lockdown, soon be running out of I think you mean things to do. You've got plenty to do round your place, Phil. I've seen your garage, mate. That needs a good tidy up to start with. No excuse saying, oh, we're busy, we just chuck stuff in there. You've got perfect opportunity to sort your garage out. Suffolk says, hope my SDI don't confuse the results. Aaron says, you're not saying ass, but early during they say you were swearing all over the place, Steve. What the impromptu live, I was full of suggestions last night on Rob's stream, and I did say a couple of naughty words on my previous live stream, but I'm going to delete that so no one will ever see it. Stans lad, just missed you, just going off screen. Good evening, Stans lad, nice to have you on board. 25 people here at the moment. Doodles gone digging. Doodles gone digging in the house. Good evening, Doodles. Nice to see you. Adventures with Mark. Hi, Steve. Can you give my nephew a shout out, please? His channel is Cody Cubes. Is that how you spell it? Say it, Cody Cubes. I don't mind at all. So Cody Cubes, if that's a channel name, go and show the channel love, the sub love. Cody Cubes. What is Cody Cubes? Explain, Mark. Diggest Den, yeah, did. Hey XP, how's it going? Runestone, Henrik, good evening Henrik, how's it going over there mate? With reference to Corona. Lou Fatboy Wood, he's on. He's with us this evening. Thanks ever so much. 28 people on at the moment. We just scraped in with the 6 pictures tonight. But I will need more pictures, people. So emails up there in white. Please send me your pictures. Or else we won't have no pictures for next week. It's up to you. Don't send them in. I can't show them. Scott says, I saw the official Suffolk. Yeah, I had a little tour, didn't we? A select few had a little tour of Sifter Towers and saw my 2 shitters. So Suffolk Shitter. Had a little look in the garden, didn't we? But we couldn't stray too far because we lost Wi-Fi. Aaron said something which YouTube doesn't like. We'll let that go. Rob Random, you slag. That's fighting talk, Aaron. That is fighting talk, mate. That's what I was told yesterday. Corona who? I'm out detecting tomorrow. Well, good on you, mate. Good on you. When I get rid of this chest infection, I'm out there as well. Mrs. Sifter can look after the kids because the schools close Friday. All the schools in the UK closed. Mr. Button's birds love a mullet. I haven't got a mullet. Had a haircut, people. No one said how great I look, you know. Still got the old white there. Get the old Just for Men out. Get the old darker locks. Suffolk Hunter, no more flights to horrid country, Steve. Grounded to work from home for the next 6 months. Just hope Farm lets me on permission. Nah, be alright, mate. Derek Naylor's in the house. Good evening, Derek. Hi, folks. How are we all doing? How are we doing? Pomsey said, got a view of untidy kid's room. Yeah, on the roof of the garage. Yeah, as I said in that little brief impromptu live, if you've got kids, you'll never ever have a tidy house again. Magnetic G, good evening, Magnetic G. He's retracted a message, so we won't know what that is. It was a handy tour, made a list of what I was having. The big 20. Yeah, when you got to go out there with your 4x4s and all your guns and stuff, you can come and clear me out. I'll wrestle him, Steve, says Aaron. Doodles, digging group stopped due to this. Yeah, that's poop. Oh, unfortunately, as most of you will know, the spring and the new July summer detector is kaput. Hopefully the later one in the year will still go, but we'll see how it goes. We don't know, do we? We don't know. What did he say? Don't do it just for men, says Future Bleeps. Well, you know, I'll have more grey hair and I'll have dark hair soon. Stan's lad, just back from parents after putting lagging and fiberglass back after plumber's work, so I've been self-insulating. Well done. Mr. Button says, Derek, where have you been hiding? Henrik says, me mum loves you. I did see a little clip of that. Me mum loves you. You know that, Steve. And I love you too, mum. I love you too, mum. She would have commented on you and on your hair, on my well, getting a bit thin on top, mum. Don't know if I can't do much to it now. It's a bit grey, but hey ho, hit the big 60 next month, so I think I'm reasonably good for 60. But there we go. Fatfall, good evening, Fatfall. I just cannot wait to see everyone at Spring Detective 2021. Yeah. Again, if you don't know, I think the tickets are going to be carried forward to 2021. Unless the 2021 is inconvenient or the wrong date for you. In that case, you get a refund. Anne, good evening, Anne. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. As long as people don't breathe over everybody tonight, we'll be good. Good to go. We've got 32 on at the moment. I'm not quite sure what Nick mean. Excretion hair dye. No, not with you there, mate. Not with you. John says, evening, hope you're well. Good evening, John. Doodle says, think I'm going to have to transfer a spring ticket to main event. Yep. I got confused when they said the spring one's cancelled because I thought, oh no, it's cancelled. But that's the new one, what never actually went ahead, the July one. I must read all of it instead of picking out the bits. Big Boy 01 UK, have you had your ears lowered? I have. I've had what my granddad used to say, a right fleecer. You've had a fleecer, bah. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Mr. Button's no good in a large group. Scott says Henrik boom pow bam. Big Boy 01 UK 32 watches, 12 likes. I know. I just don't want to hit the button. I'm going to hit my little graphic button and make the little white thumb come up. Please, folks, hit that thumb up button. You know you want to. If there's lurkers on there and you're not going to join in, just hit the thumb up. It's the least you can do. Right, 31 according to my screen. Scott says something is Wednesday live stream. Yes. It is Wednesday, isn't it? Where's WBC? She's in here somewhere, Aaron. I have seen her. She's about. She's not getting no more face-to-face teaching, apparently. Doodle's going to put the wee boy to bed. Catch you all soon. Magic. Rob says, all splendid in the random camp. Derek just sharpening the spears and keeping hot oil on the boil. You never know when you need your oil, do you, Rob? Henrik's got quack, 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 or duck, 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 duck. I don't know why. I've seen how the Vikings do it. Got my Viking crew ready. Henrik. Rob a duck. I'm none the wiser, Henrik. Honestly, I'm not. There we go, WBC, she's here. Look, she's just keeping her head down in case Mr. Petticoat turns up. WBC says setting up a foot spa. Do you mean you're going to do yourself a foot spa, or are you going to open a shop doing foot spas? Get a bit on the side, you know, a bit extra income. Rob says Steve will do your live strip. No, I doubt that very much. Scott says, so are you sad you and the other podium standers going to cope with this cancellation? I'm sure we could possibly manage it, Scott. I think, you know, we'll be able to get over it, mate, you know. Whether you will, not even your pole dance to dance round, I don't know. I was quite looking forward to seeing that pole dance some of you are going to do. Aaron says he will soon. He's busy cooking broccoli, bacon and noodles. Yeah, I've got an auto thing going up the screen, so you'll see occasional messages from me, which yeah, is from me. So the one just popped up is for your finds pictures. We've got 6 this evening, but if you don't send me any more, you won't have none next week. Val says WBC Petticoat loves you. Just reading Rob's message. It's been hell. No, nothing wrong with that, YouTube. Nothing wrong with that at all. Hey, Fat Fool, gutted mate, had got your ticket on an empty cruise line. I was going to drop you in London and a free ticket for Detectable. Oh well, maybe next time. Josh is in the house. Skittlewinkle at UK. He's in the house. Henrik says left to ship you the party poppers. Yeah, probably looks like it. Unless you can hang on until September, when the late, the Mark II spring Detectable. I've got a mug here. I was going to give to Tom. I think it was Tom. Yeah, but unfortunately that won't happen either. Oh, I see. Pettigan went to the shops and that's what he bought. Blimey. Is that all what was left on the shelf? I mean, it's a funny old selection. Mr. Petticoat, he's... No, I don't know why YouTube's got anything against Skull and Crossbones. We're all going to die, says Mr. Petticoat. Derek says, are you guys getting your money back? You can roll a ticket forward, Derek, if you... I dare say you could have your money back if you wanted to, but they're going to roll it over. I think someone said that ticket will get you into the summer one, if that make any sense. That's Brad's in the house. I don't know what the W's for, but I would hate to guess. Josh says, did I get a party pot for that bit of Victorian signet ring on one eBay? Haven't got a clue, mate. Didn't know you won one. You send it to me for next week, I'll put it up. But there again, it's not strictly a find, is it? I suppose you found it on eBay, I suppose. Scott says, I saved my receipt. Don't talk like that. Pay for a ticket, dear Scott. Blimey, we're getting for nothing, we do. John says, being that I'm a butcher, I've never seen so much panic buying in my store. It's really sad to see this for the last few days. John, I didn't believe people. I just thought as a happened somewhere else. But I went out to Morrison's and the shelves, just the toilet rolls, the soaps, the hand washes, the sanitizers, and all the pasta gone. Apparently they stocked up. They opened the shop at 8 o'clock and they came in and they just cleared it like a load of locusts, all gone. But now they've put a restriction on, so hopefully that'll calm that down a bit. Calm down, people. Don't keep stockpiling stuff. Party pot for Suffolk Sifter's haircut. You missed a treat, AT Prozac. It was a good stream last night, wasn't it, Rob? Very entertaining. You can watch it back, mate. Watch it back. Not quite the same watching a live stream back, but you'll get the gist of it. Where's the new logo, AT? Blimey, I need a good pair of eyes to see that. Henrik's off. Can be back in 15 minutes. M's getting worried. Is this serious? We're all doomed? Not necessarily. Rob says, no excuse, AT. You are on the list. You are on the list. Right, I'm trying to catch up. You're typing too fast. I might have to skip a bit. AT, Aaron, I'm not sure how to put it on YouTube app. We'll just get YouTube and type in Rob Random, I suppose. Josh says people are making far too much fuss. I agree with you there. XP says Tesco's was wiped out of practically everything. I must confess I did pop into Aldi just on the off chance, and there was no toilet roll, no sanitizer, no paracetamol, no soaps, no cereal, no biscuits. Unbelievable. I hope this stuff all go off. Josh says, bad news too, my cruise was cancelled. So I'm trapped in this country for ages. But on the good point, Josh, you get your money back. If they've cancelled the cruise, you can get a refund. Rob says water-based lube is flying off the shelves. Nothing wrong with a bit of spit, Rob. Stephen Pettigan said went to Asda. There is not a lot there. Nothing. F all. People were just going mad. Where are they keeping it all? Well, on the news, they were saying these people were buying extra fridges and extra freezers. It's gone mad. It's gone mad. Went panic buying on Babe Station. I might wander out. I've got to go and pick some insulin and stuff out for me diabetes, so I might have a quick look around and see if anything's back on the shelves. Brad says it's serious, all doomed, there's no food. People do need to get a grip, Suffolk Hunter, I can believe that, but I'm just a bit, I don't really want to go out for coffee or a breakfast anyway. I don't really want to go out. I know I was being a little bit silly, but I just don't fancy going out. John Clayton went to Tesco's yesterday, nothing left, so I bought an ink cartridge and a light bulb stew. Lou says, I'll show that. Any tips, where are we, or ideas when you're on the cars in no paper? 180 Felixstowe Hunter, no, not 180 Felixstowe Hunter, Addicted to Bleeps, and a very good instructional video about what happens if you run out of toilet paper. And apparently you can use a flannel or one of these mitts and you can rewash it apparently, but he went a bit further, but you've got to see the video. It's a short video, but it's worth a look. So that's Addicted to Bleeps. Mr. Button's meant to go to Disneyland in May, looking unlikely. I would say it is highly unlikely. Derek says, didn't think it was pathetic, buy a fridge. Rob says, freezer won't help when the electric goes off and the water turns off. That's Brad says, Mrs. Gomb panicked, bought me paint to do the house. Oh dear. Well, the school's shut up shop, Mr. Petticoat, on Friday, so we're going to have the pleasure of the kids. Disney's closed, according to Fat Fool. And Rob says, if you ain't got a generator ready to go, you're doomed. I'm afraid I haven't. I've got an inverter, but only is good for how long your battery lasts. I just have to run the truck all the while until I run out of diesel. Rob, you can't say that about Chris. Why not use newspaper like everybody else? Can't flush it down, mate, can you? XP, don't eat, no need for toilet rolls. You can't hunt for food if the country's in lockdown. Just ring the supermarket up. The little man in the van turns up with your goodies. Rumours going around that Prince Philip has died. Detector in the Past says. I've not heard that one. I've heard some right rubbish about coronavirus, but I've not heard that one. Use a wallpaper, says Suffolk Hunter. Not wallpaper, toilet paper. Right, I'll just do the pictures now. I'm just getting to the bottom of the comments. I have a story about deliveries from Sainsbury's. Did we ever hear the end of that Sainsbury's tale? You know, you're worse than two Ronnies, you are, Rob. You never finish it. You keep going off on different tangents. Phil says, good thing we don't need the shops at the moment. Our restaurants full of beer, wine and food. Sorry, we can't do home deliveries. Right, I'm going to take my eye off the comments. Oh, I never heard the end of Sainsbury's. we'll do the pictures because otherwise it'll be giveaway time. So picture number one, find number one, sent in by. Now I did hang on to this from last week with the intention that Jim could talk about it, but I'm not sure. Is Jim on this evening? Can't for the life of me remember. Believe he is, because I can get me thing up. So Jim, can you talk through this silver ring, please? Bombsy reckon that's hedge fodder. Oh, don't be nasty. Yeah, Rob just kept teasing us. He kept edging us about Sainsbury's. There you go, John. Josh, London Assay Silver. Yeah, but the one you found detectable, Robert's gold, wasn't it? If I wasn't mistaken on your video. So we'll give Jim a minute or two to come back at us. If not, I'll move on to number two. Right, 28 on at the moment. While we're killing a bit of time. Oh, we go, Rob. Yeah, gold. Yeah. The prizes tonight. We've got the booby prize. Prize number 3 is the booby prize, which will be this. Signed Suffolk Sifter autograph card. That's prize 3. Prize 2. Determined to get rid of it. Prize 2 is going to be this coin album. Determined to get rid of it. Some nice pages and nice little pockets for all your coins. And the best I can do for prize number 1 this evening is a Suffolk Sifter finds box, if anybody so wishes to have one. So there are the prizes for later on after we get through the pictures, and obviously if you're lucky enough to win, you'll have the option of open the bin for a truly better prize or a truly worse prize. You never know. Can't see Jim come back. Adventures in Dirt, DK, thanks for coming on, much appreciated. Hey there gang, Rob, Steve, Derek, Pom, etc. Good to see you. Just starting the pictures, but don't think Jim's going to come back with the information, so we'll move on. If Jim comments, we'll go back to it. So find number 2 is sent in by WBC. Look, WBC. So what can you tell me about this then, WBC? How come you got so many autograph cards? Well, to address that, Pomsy, is I was so popular at the last year's summer detectable that I had quite a few left over. So I just thought, have a laugh and just punt them out on air to unsuspecting people. Anybody want to comment? WBC, come on. Not entirely sure what it is. Seems to be an Elizabeth first, but it's absolutely tiny. So anybody, obviously I haven't got a scale on it to give you a size, but you can see the skin of the person holding it. So it's going to be small, isn't it? So who can tell me what it is, please? Steve Petkin, the BBC talk. I cannot what's that? Deny or confirm what the BBC does, but I've got my own opinions. Other channels are available. Josh says Elizabeth first farthing, tar mint, Doing well to get that from there. So why the hole? Why the hole punch through then? Oh dear, I'll show you that. Mr. Button's got to go. Little tiny daughter has pooed herself. So you go and sort that out, Mr. Buttons. And make sure you wash your hands afterwards, please. Rick says, I think the coin is from the old days. Scott says, amateurs identifiers kill me. Ian's on board. Good evening, Ian. Nice to see you. Just trying to get an idea on this coin of WBCs. Scott says, sheep milker. DK says, Washington caught for mistakes. No, it is a hammy, isn't it? Short cross hammy, but Aaron says, button for some Levi's. Other jeans are available. Judging my size, it does match up with Elizabeth I. Not exactly. Could be wrong. Give it to Rob, WBC. He'll be able to straighten that for you. No problem. Look like new Tommy's finished with it. Levi's 501s. Rick says bent coin. Right, we'll move on then. Seems we're getting a bit silly. Let's go for... I'll show that, AT. It's not a rude thing. AT, Rob will straighten it with his buttock clench. Apparently, Rob's got a fair old buttock clench, but I wouldn't know that. But apparently, AT does. Suffolk Hunter, sorry, got to go. Got to feed the hedgehogs. Right, well, say goodnight to the hedgehogs. Make sure you wash your hands when you come in. Diggs Dan said, someone told me Charles, they made a hole in them for luck after hammering it. Ah, I see, hammering it to the door. I'm with you. Hedge pigs are cool, says Rob. Rob's got a message. I'll show that. You calling me a tight ass, Steve? Yeah, well, I don't know, mate. I'm only going by what people say. AT says, yes, I had to wipe his butt detector when he keep getting my hand stuck. Right, moving on. Find number 3. Sent in by Digger's Den, Tyson Fury. Look at that, look. Oh, lovely little coin. Who's the first one to tell me what it is before Tyson tells me? Rob, sorry I pushed back. Josh says, Steve, are you against vaccinations? Scott says some used to nail it to the door to show who their loyalties belong to in times of dispute. I'm with you. Matty says, lovely coin. Aaron, that's a booty. And then Scott says, OMG, what's that? Well, I've got a similar one. Well, I've got a similar type of one. I know what it is. Yep, a galley halfpenny. The one I found was a little bit more moth-eaten than that one, but yeah, they're always nice to find. A galley halfpenny. I think mine was Italian. They used to bring them over on the galleys, and they were illegal in the UK, and they used to melt them down, I believe, or they used to be used as currency, underground. Yeah, Stans lad. Solid. Yeah, I've got one that I did show on here one week, but I'm not sure is it Italian? I don't know. You'd have to look into it. Digger's Den. I wish it was a Roman denarii, but sadly not. Yeah, I've got one. There's a figure on mine with a staff with a skull or something on the top, but there we go. Mr. Petticoat says, "Will you swap your 2 bog rolls as fish fingers for it?" Looks like a church coin, says Rick. A Bavarian coin, says DK. But whatever it is, it's a nice find. Tyson said, "Yes, it is." And Scott says, "What is it then?" Right, moving on. Find number 4. When the software creaks into life, it'll go to the next page. Matty's metal detecting South Wales. Look. A bit of bling. Look at that, look. That must be the find of the evening. Rob says a door handle. I'm sure Matty will tell us what it is. But it's shiny. Yeah, and says Gold Talk. Obviously a little bit worse off for wear. But yeah, it would have been worn around your wrist, I would imagine. Or the neck of a very small person. A midget. I can't say that nowadays, can we? It's not PC. A gold balloon deflated, says XP. Yeah, one of them long balloons. Excuse me, people. A pipe tamper. Not a pipe tamper, but Scott, but we do have a pipe tamper on tonight, either Fine 5 or Fine 6 as a pipe tamper. And just to give you a bit of a sneaky peek, it's a bit of a rude pipe tamper. Yeah, a Torg, says Scott. Yep, anything that needs straightening, you send it off to Rob. He's real good at straightening things. Josh says nothing's PC anymore. I know. I've just got to open my mouth and I'll always say something wrong. Stan's lad, lovely talky, a fine talky thing. Straightened bangle, says Ian. A bracelet talk. There you go. Lovely find. A cracking find. Oh, here we go. Look. Diggers Den, Tyson Fury. It's a Venetian. Yeah, I thought, yeah. A Leona rod? I don't know. Legally circulated in England, yeah, to bring him in, didn't they? Obviously, hence the name Galley. Galley halfpennies, yeah. Or pennies, depending on the size. Nick says, police at the door, may be back. May never see me again. Well, good luck, Nick. Just say it wasn't you and you weren't there. You were with me. Mr. Button's back. That was fun with no wipes or bog roll. Did you use a flannel? Addicted to Bleep's got a good tutorial on wiping your butt with no toilet rolls. Scott is... Yeah, alright. I don't see any problem with that. YouTube's doing well at holding all your comments back. Excuse me. 2. Oh, 2. Well done, Mr. Buttons. Yeah, Stevie and Amy with 2 once. Now look at them. 35, yep, you're quite right. John says 35 watching, 25 thumbs up. So that means 10 of you out there not done your thumb. So go on, stick your thumb right up. $14 on 29. Josh is being rude, look. Right, let's move on. Find number 5, sent in by Danny T. Now, this is the rude one. It is a pipe tamper, and apparently it is of a couple copulating. Apparently. Spot the Todger. Surprised I could say that. You two would probably take my channel down for saying copulating. It says, yep, that looks like standy up bonking. I reckon the man's on the left, on the right, but he's got a very low todger. It's down by his knees, if that's the right. Future Bleeps, forgive me being relatively new at this, but how does one give the thumb up while in live chat? What are you using to watch on, Future Bleeps? I think if you're on a mobile, you may not have a thumb up button. If you're on your PC, obviously underneath the picture of me, there'll be a thumb up, thumb down, or a like, or a disagree, or whatever. But it depends. If you're on a mobile, you may not be able to do thumb up. Anne says spotted. Pomsy sent me a picture. Hopefully you've emailed it, because I lose things on Facebook. Yep, got it. Use that next week, Pomsy. I haven't looked at it. I'll save it for a surprise. I don't want to ruin a surprise. No, that's not a butt plug. That's Brad. Hit the blue thumb. Don't hit the blue thumb. Looks like it fell off and landed on his knee. Perhaps he's been a bit rough with him. I don't know. Rob says hanging. Yeah, Matty says DK. Only 2 inches deep, so easy digging. iPhone. I haven't got a clue. I've never had the pleasure of an iPhone. Anybody know if you can click a thumb up on the iPhone? I would say not. Depends on what orientation you have. I suppose if you do portrait, that might allow you. I don't know. Haven't got a clue. All you got to do then, Future Bleeps, is go back and watch. Just go back to the video after it's uploaded and click it on a computer. Lou says I'm on an iPhone, but have to do thumbs up on TV. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain when you're on mobile. But thanks for the thought anyway. Ian says to click a thumbs up on a mobile, you need to click the click the X next to the 3 lines, then click on the thumb up, then click on live chat. Haven't got a clue. Just watch him, because you probably turn your phone off. Mr. Button says one of the Romans' willies. I don't know. I don't know. How can you tell that, Scott? You got good eyes. I can't see that. I don't know. Ask me questions like that, Josh. I don't know. Throw it at the wall. Auto like. If it bounces back and it works, you've done a like. Aaron says, yeah, close chat box, give a thumb up, open chat box. Pomsy's on the iPhone. That's Brad. Minimise live chat, mobile, hit thumb in bum. John's having a joke. I won't read it out. I'm sure we'll get the punchline in a minute. Val's sorted it out. Val S has sorted it out. Aaron's just stuck his thumb up for me. DK on the iPhone, you click to type a message and then get your thumb up by clicking the smiley face icon next to the voice mic icon at the bottom of the keyboard. That sounds very complicated, DK, very complicated. Shoe on ahead for a like. Not going back that far, Rob. Mr. Buttons, I've stuck my thumb up, thank you. Right, we'll go on to the last picture of the evening, find number 6, sent in by, John the Butch. No, he's not Butch, he's Butch, he's a butcher, alright, the Butch. So over to you, John. Take a shot of whiskey and slap yourself. Apparently I've got a bottle of JD somewhere, but seeing Detectorist's been cancelled, I won't be able to get it. South Coast says Rose Farthing. Is that silver then, or is it a... Because the Rose Farthings I've got have been very, very, very brown. John says, sent this to Edinburgh Museum to ID. So is it silver, John, or is it just like an all base metal thing? Nick says, Spanish police just told me that only one person per car. How is this for Spanish logic? You know, only allow one person per car. If two, you need to go out one has to go by taxi. Well, that don't work, does it? Because I'll be touring a car for taxi. So it doesn't mean a taxi driver just drives around all night by himself. John says a silver. Rick says a pineapple coin. No taxi for you, Nick, says Scott. James the First, says Derek. So there you go, John. See if that comes back from the museum saying James the First. Yeah, I know, Mr. Buttons. There'll be 2 people in the car. See if I lay one person on a roof rack. Scottish half groat, says DK. Mr. Buttons says he usually sticks people in the boot. They make a noise, but usually quieten down. I find the best thing to do is you just take a pipe off the exhaust and put it in the boot. Then they do quieten down quite quickly. What happens if you get bonneted then? Not even going to go there. I'm going to go to home screen. Go to big screen. Click the button. Count to about 10 while the Steam Valve operated computer crunches the software. And here we go. Right, who can I give a party popper to? Anybody got a good reason, a good valid reason? Scott's being ever so cheerful. When everything shuts down, panic will happen. They get the army on the street, Scott. That'll keep you in your house. Hey, Future Bleeps, my first thumb up given. And for that, Future Bleeps, I'm going to give you a party popper for your first ever thumb up. Fingers in your ears, fire in a hole. Well, that was a bit pathetic, wasn't it? Wasn't as loud as the last one, was it, people? What you got then, Tyson? What reason have you got? Ian says his birthday tomorrow. I asked how old you are, Ian, but I'll give you a party popper to Ian. And happy birthday for tomorrow. And look, don't even give me a chance, that one. Look, don't even give you a string to pull. I don't know, these people have got one job to do and they can't do it. So this is for Ian. So fingers in your ears, fire in the hole. Hey, it's all hanging over the camera. Does the military even carry guns over here? Yes, they do. It's the police what don't carry guns. Phil says over here the army's on the street. No worries, Ian. Happy birthday. Friday, says Josh. So it's not a day, it's 2 days. They have big sticks. They don't have big sticks, Rob. They have asps. They have little things which when you whack them they get bigger. With a ball on the end. So Aaron says, so I need to get out before we go on lockdown. DK says, James the first penny. And then, do. Treasure Ed, good evening to you. Now Treasure Ed, you said you weren't going to be on here tonight. I was going to do a proxy number for Treasure Ed because he'd be working, so he wouldn't be able to do the gore. And he gave me a number, and I should tell you the number. But if he's going to be on, he can do his own number, can't he? Get out. I think he gave me 20, and I was going to say, okay, we'll use your number on the number one prize, which is the fines box, and if her in the box beginning with A, ending in A, says 20, he would be the winner. But as Treasure Ed is on, you can do your own numbers, mate. Right, just finish the comments and we'll go over to the draw. Checking on the status of play. We have, oh, go over there, mouse. 35 on this evening at the moment. Let's see where we peaked. 32. Did we get any more? No, 35 is the top whack at the moment. Mr. Button says nudes. I don't know why YouTube's held that back. If Alexa doesn't choose me soon, grr, says Lou. Dirt Digger, are you wearing... I haven't got a clue what you're on about, Scott. What are you on about? Are you wearing space pants because your bum is out of this world? No idea what you're on about. Haven't got a clue. Rob, she is just sharing my crack pic I sent her. Oh dear. Right, before we go on the giveaways, anybody interested in going in the draw, the March draw for a Suffolk Sifter mug, super chat, super sticker, minimal amount will get you in the draw, or if you prefer a PayPal me. But we'll move on now. I don't want to keep labouring the point. Okay, we've got 3 prizes this evening. We've got the booby prize, as usual. Is a signed Suffolk Sifter autograph card with the wording of your choice. Second prize this evening, and I'm going to get rid of it one day, is the coin album. It's a nice little album. Got some plastic pages with little pockets in. Just the right side for little hammered and cut halves, cut quarters, and all your gold and everything else. And the best I can do for prize one this evening is a Suffolk Sifter fines box, which is pretty good. And if you do win, if you're lucky enough to win, it's coming a pair. You will have the option to do open the bin, and just be aware, believe it or not, there could be a worse prize, but it could be a better prize. I haven't started anything, Mr. Buttons. So usual thing, I'm not going to keep going over it because you lot know what the score is. When I type go, I will ask you for a number between 1 and whatever. Fire the numbers at me, I'll let them run for a while, and then I'll freeze them. And we've got a second camera, we'll zoom in. My position on my screen is final. I'm sorry, I know there's lag, I know that the names have been in a different order for some people. I can't help it, okay? Dirt Diggers 23. Okay, we'll start off with the autograph card, which I know you're gagging to get. So we've got 31 on at the moment. So I need a number between 1 and 31, only when you see the word go. If you put a number before I say go, ain't going to count. No. So Diggers Den, Tyson Fury, that's not counting. Al Campello, that's not counting either. Only when you see the word go. So it's got to be between my word go and then my word stop. If you're above or below, it don't count. Oh, you got the message. Look, we're away. Now the on-screen chat is not going to keep up. It will struggle because it goes through another bit of software. Right, I don't want to lose me go, so I'll go stop, 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 people. I will freeze. I don't know why you keep typing that. M. All right, I'll go up to the top. Hopefully find me go. One of these days I will lose it and we'll have to start again. Right, I'll give you a moment to stop typing numbers. Just be aware I'm not looking at a live screen at the moment, the comment screen, because I've frozen it for me go. So Ian's still typing. That's Brad's promoting LP metal detecting. Mr. Buttons are still typing. AT is typing. Scott's still typing. Right. Let's hit camera 2 and hopefully you'll see the frozen comment window. Might have to turn it. You can just about see that, can't you, people? So there's me go. There. Scott says, if I win, I pass the win to Aaron. Fat fool. The time you've typed that bracket and everything, Rick, you could have got a couple more numbers in. Right, so we had 31. So I'll have to ask Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 31.
Here's a number between 1 and 31. It's 31.
So look for 31. So on the screen is always good that I don't see 31 on my screen, because then I can do a bit of scrolling, build a bit of tension up. So Josh got 10, Fatful 13, Pomsy 17, Josh 3, Rob 10, Lou 13, Treasure Ed 9. So I wonder how far we can go down before we get number 31, which is the winner. So let's have a scroll. Treasure Ed 9, AT4, Richard 1, Mr. Buttons 12, Rob 19, Dirt Diggers 21, Ian 31. Look, there he is. Can't see it on this other screen. There you go. Ian, you've won. You are a winner. Or you're very unlucky. Right, let's go back to a big screen. Right, back down to live screen, live comments rather. So, luckily or unluckily for you, Ian, you've won the signed to whatever you want to say on it Suffolk Sifter autograph card. but you also have the option of doing the bin. So what I need to see from you, Ian, is bin or no bin, because believe it or not, it is a risk. It could be something better, or believe it or not, it could be something worse. Okay, Ian. Ian's keeping the auto card because he wants a happy birthday greeting in it. Okay. So thank you very much. Very kind of you. Normally people just, I mean, Rob was going to stick a something through a hole in it, but thankfully he didn't. But there again, it's his now, so I can't do anything. But one of these days it will get abused. So the bin. What would you have won? And let me thing has dropped out. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to show you the bin. This is what you would have won if you'd knocked the auto card back. Badges ×2, and what I mean by that is a Suffolk Sifter badge and a Robbie the Robot swing beat dig badge. Righty hody, that's prize 3. Second prize coming up is for the coin album, people. Please, goodness me, Josh, win the blinking coin album, will you? Now, I'm not taking much notice of the comments. I'm not being rude, but I'm going to be doing other things. So we've got 35 people watching this live stream at the moment. God help them. So when I say go, Brad, I really enjoyed your videos. Now, I haven't watched it because it's pretty close to this and I was just getting a few things tidied up, but that's bad. I will look at it afterwards. Boost, says Rob. Okay, no numbers. Look, El Campello's peaked too soon again, as well as Lou has peaked too soon. Only when you see the word go. Now, its numbers changed, so I'm going to change it. So I need a number between 1 and 34. 1 and 34 when you see the word go. Do, 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 do. Should have some music going on in the background, shouldn't I? What does that say? High CPU usage. Oh dear. We're all going to crash. We're all going to crash. Right, don't leave it much longer, so we go stop, stop, stop. There, people, please. I will freeze. Why's he got skid marks? What are you on about, Scott? I'll freeze the comments box. I'll go up to the top. Hopefully I've not lost the go. Oh dear, it's getting tight. Oh, 2 lines more and I'd have lost me go. WBC, don't worry, Steve. What Rob's going to do with the card can't be streamed on YouTube. No idea. No idea. It was last night, WBC. It was streamed. I was on Rob's live stream. I was sitting in front of him, apparently, smoking. Just saying. Just saying. Right, I'll give you a few moments to stop typing. So I appreciate there is a bit of a lag. Everyone else gave up, LOL, says Scott. Not just smoke. Oh no, I was going to have a fuse put through me mouth as well. Anyway, we will ask her down there. And this is for the coin album, people. So Alexa, give me a number between 1 and 34.
Your random number between 1 and 34 is 34.
Oh, come on, it's a fix. Josh is going to say it's a fix. Right, cam 2. Right. Josh 10, 23 Pomsey. We're looking for 34, believe it or not. So can't see it on there. Josh 15, Tyson Fury 14, Rob 12, Sherwood 1, Treasurehead 9, Nick West 14, Matty 4. Oh, Skittle Winkler, look. He's won it. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Josh has been crazing me, absolutely crazing me for this coin album for weeks and weeks and weeks. And look, Skittle Winkler UK 34. Josh, you are a winner, mate. You are a winner. And I bet I know what you're going to say when I ask you. Right, let's hit the button to go back to big screen. Give it a few seconds to crank the old software into gear. Talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. Right, Josh, you've won, mate. Let's go back to live chat to see all the moaning and groaning. No bin, thank you. So if Josh hadn't have won this, he'd have said it was a fix. I'm just saying. So Josh, you've got the coin album. So Josh is one happy peeps. Right, I've missed all you. What would have you got? What would have you got? This little post-it notes fell off, so we'll just stick it back on again. Had you said you didn't want the album, Josh, you'd have just ended up with a Suffolk Sifter, pair of Suffolk Sifter stickers and a Suffolk Sifter badge. But that's far better than the album, so you can swap. No, you can't actually. Right, I've got rid of the album. Woohoo! No offence, Scott, but I've got nothing to put in it, mate. I don't find anything. Okay, let's move swiftly on to numero uno this evening, which is a Suffolk Sifter finds box. Finds box opens up. There you go, little compartments for all your bits and bobs. Steve, how could you do this to us? What do you mean? Rip it in half, make him cry. How much are you going to give me if I rip this in half? No, I couldn't do that, poor old Josh. Why do you resent me getting the prize? It's been half 6 months. Right, don't wind Josh up, please, because he's been reasonably well behaved this evening. Right, so that's prize one. Again, you need to give me a number. £10, says British Tea. I don't know what DK makes of this, I'll tell you. Okay, we've got 35 people on at the moment. So when you see me say go, and only when you see me say go, I want a number between 1 and 35, and I pray that Alexa doesn't say 35. Signature tune to what? Right, I'm going to have to stop you there, people. Stop, people. Freeze the comments. One of these days, I'm going to lose my go, and we're going to have to start it all over again. No, not this time. And the other scenario is we get a time where the right number hasn't been given, and then we'll have to start all over again. Okay, I'll give you a few moments to. Some mothers do have them. Yep, Ian, you are a winner. You are a winner. Right, Mr. Buttons, get on with it, says Scott. She would call out 15. So Diggers Den, Tyson Food, reckon that you know who will say 15. So we'll just change camera. This is for the little finds box. There's me go. Alexa, give me a number between 1 and 35.
Your random number between 1 and 35 is 34.
There's something going on with her tonight. I tell you, they're all top end. So 34, look for 34 for the fines box. I can see 33. Let me creep it up a bit. Ooh. So Lou got 33, Scott got 32, Fatful 13. We're looking for 34. 31 says Scott. 36 says Pomsey. A bit unfortunate that because it only goes up to 35. Stanslad 32. 22 Mr. Buttons. 9 Treasure Red. 2 Richard. 35 Nick West. Nearly. So close. One away Nick. XP 7. 30 says Scott. 13 Skittlewinkle UK. John. Oh, Rob says 35. You're one away, Rob. You're one away, mate. Message held. Time you typed all those things in, Brad, you could have got a couple more numbers in, but 21 was wrong anyway. Still at Val S. Val S is the winner. That's the first 34 on my screen, people. So Val S, the self-isolating Val S, but she's negative, is the winner. So that's for the fines box, but you do have a choice. You do have a choice for the bin. It could be better, it could be worse. Right, let's go to big screen. Just check on what I said now. Yeah, 2034. Sorry, I thought I'd messed up. So back to live comments. So Val, you are a winner. Brad, you keep typing these silly things. I spend most of my life hitting show. Okie dokie. So Val, what I need to hear from you is bin or no bin. You have won a little Suffolk Sifter fines box. Could be better, it could be worse. So need to see a bin or a no bin from Val. KA, good evening KA. Val, smiley, smiley, smiley. I'll keep the fines box, please, no bin. Okay, so Val, you got the little fines box. Had you said bin, you've got nothing. No, it fell off. Had you got bin, it would have been a Garrett Keepers box. So it would be a bigger box. You would have got one of them. Nice box, 2 compartments. I don't know why I'm showing you now because you won the little one, but I have defaced it because I put a Suffolk Sifter sticker on it, so I've devalued it. Anyway, that'll go for another day. So Val, you've got a Suffolk Sifter fines box. So congratulations everybody who took part, much appreciated. That's Brad. I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of emojis coming up. How do you intend to do that? How do you intend to do what? I don't know. The comments have gone off screen. I should go down. We'll go live at the bottom now. Okay, thanks, Stephen. I've got gingerbread biscuits. I'm fine. Right. He faked that post-it note. It was in the blinking box. I could put it in the bottom. That'd be even better, wouldn't it? That was the bin prize, Scott. How do you fake that then? That's Brad. Ban the... Oh, what's going on? Don't want to miss the fun. Sorry, Henrik, you missed the giveaways. Who's the bad man? Pomsey reckon he won the last 2 draws. 1 prize per person per gore. Who's messing about? Odyssey's in the house apparently. Have I missed some bad words or some grief? Can I get a close up about 34? That was Val, honestly. Well, I can't go up anymore because they go off screen. But trust me, look at the playback. Well, it'll be different. Look at the my video, my camera thingy, because if you look on your comment box when you watch a live back, it may be different. I can't help it. It's a lag. I got nothing to do with it. Someone, do you have pants on, Steve? Yes. Just tell me what's been going on, people. Obviously, I've missed something. Someone's ranting about banning somebody. Not going to happen, Aaron. Why is his elbow moving around? What are you on about? Well, I've got a bin here, you see. And every time I change the prize, I've got to put a new sticker in. Else you'll win that all the while. So I've got the stickers here. And I have to stick them to the lid. That's why my elbow moves. I've not got a little person to do it for me. I have to do it myself. Mr. Button says Val on here, so I'm happy that Val was the winner. I'm sorry that why is Brad thinking of Sifter's pants? I've got no idea, dear Lou. Honestly, I don't. Scott has stuck. The record's stuck with Scott. Wiki, 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 wiki. Do a party popper. Diggers Den, Tyson Fury. Yep. Val for me too. So there you go. It's just a random party popper because you asked. What, nearly went in my drink. That was quite loud. I'm going to have to start wearing ear defenders because I've got a ringing in my ear now. This Buttons, do a party popper with a shoe on your head. Best hope you never drop anything cold in your lap and stand up in shock. Oh, I see is Willie. There's something wrong with you, Brad. KA, how did you get rid of your cough? I've still got a little bit of it left, KA. I had antibiotics and I still do cough a bit and that wasn't done just for show. And I've got another round of antibiotics to go through. Lou says I've had coins as smooth as Brad's bottom. Brad drops the soap on purpose. Okay. I see. Party popper for Henrik for missing all the fun. Sorry, Henrik. WBC Steve's very generous to the poppers lately. You must have been in a good mood. It might wear off because the schools are closing and we'll have the kids for goodness knows how many weeks. So my patience will probably be wearing thin come the end of the first week. Oh, El Campello Detectorist feels off. Night to wall. Top show, Steve. Stay safe. Stay safe. Everybody. You look after yourself, Phil. Try and amuse yourself because you're in lockdown in Spain. Get the garage sorted out. I want the thing all tidied up. Everything boxed up. And I want a picture or a video of your nice clean garage. So you've got stuff to do, Phil. Thanks for coming on tonight. You look after yourself. Have you had to isolate yourself? Well, they're locked down in Spain, aren't they, Mr. Buttons? Steve's the boss, man. Steve, have you seen any good movies lately? Not really, no. I see a zombie film the other night. I forget what it's called now, but yeah, it's quite funny. Brad says, my bum is smooth, ask Rob Random. AT reckons that drinking whiskey through your Y fronts can kill coronavirus. Derek's got to go. Good night. Stay safe. Thanks, Nick. You look after yourself, mate. Right, keep up with the comments. I'm sort of struggling. I'm halfway at the moment. I'm about to write another chapter in my book, so I'll have to have you all in the background. You can. The latest entry is my cruise got cancelled. That's what you got to write about. Have you seen the film? I'm not even going to go there. What discount, Steve? Yeah, you can have 10% off, mate. You go to regtons.com. Buy what you got to buy. Add SSDISC in the voucher thingy and you get 10% off. No problemo. Don't talk about zombie films while this is going on. Yeah, it's one of these sort of comedy zombie things. I can't remember the name of it now, but we're flicking through the smart telly and this thing popped up, and Evie says, "Can we watch it?" I said, "We shouldn't really," but we did. It's quite funny, a bit gory, but quite funny. Christ, don't talk about zombie films. WC, I've got homework I should be doing for tomorrow's web seminar, but I'll do it later. Just do your homework. Don't slack off. Do your homework. Just because there's nobody face to face and you're doing it on screen, no excuse. Right, I've caught up. 30 people on. I could just finish it just like that. That's half past. I'm going to wind it up now. So Ian, Josh, Val, I'm sure I've got your addresses somewhere, but I'm going to wrap it up right now. Thanks everybody for joining me this evening. Much appreciated. Thanks for taking part in the giveaway. It's been a pleasure. What do you mean, what? Aaron, what? No, you're right. It would be anthrax instead. I've started now, Aaron, so I've got to carry on. I know Rob will only moan. You got 30 people on, winding it up. But I've had enough. I want a cup of tea. I need a little boys' room. This is more pressing at the moment because I've got a cup, but I think I should probably fill this up. And you don't want to hear me tinkling on live stream. So I'm off now. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for taking part in the draw and for all your banter. We'll see you next Wednesday at 9 PM UK time. I've got to do my finger. Don't forget, if you're interested in the mug, and I think that's all fallen by the wayside now, you need to super chat, super sticker, or PayPal me, and I'll put you in a draw. Don't tell anybody, there's nobody in it at the moment, so if you do one, you'll be the only person in, and you'll probably win it. Okay, so don't tell everybody that. I'm off. I'm going to do the finger just for Ian. Thanks very much, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday, 9 PM UK time. See you then. Stay safe and keep your head down.